Everyone, this is Dr. V.S. Nishok from EC Department, SNS College of Technology. Here we are going to discuss the topic Prime Minister and the Cabinet from the subject Indian Constitution. Introduction. The Prime Minister PM is the head of the government in India. The Cabinet is a group of senior ministers responsible of policy making. Together they ensure the effective governance of the country. Role of the Prime Minister. So here we are going to discuss the role of the Prime Minister. He acts as the chief advisor to the President, leader of the Council of Ministers, represents India at international forums. Key functions include policy making, administration, and crisis management. Appointment term of Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is appointed by President of India, usually the leaders of the majority party in Lok Sabha. So the President of India is appointing the Prime Minister and also the leaders of the majority party in the Lok Sabha. Serves as the Prime Minister serves as long as they have confidence of the Lok Sabha. Cabinet structure. The Prime Minister, leader of the Cabinet. Prime Minister will be acting as the leader of the Cabinet. Cabinet ministers handle majority ministries. Cabinet ministers are nothing but the ministers, Council of Ministers, who are handling the major ministries like finance, defense, railways, etc. Ministry of State. Ministry of State is nothing but assist cabinet ministers. Ministers of the state with independent charge handle specific portfolios. Minister of State is different from Minister of State with independent charges. Functions of the Cabinet: formulating policies and legislation, managing national security and defense, advising the President of key matters, preparing and presenting the union budget. So these are the key functions of the Cabinet ministers. Collective responsibility. The Cabinet works as a team. Decisions are collective and binding on all the members. The entire Cabinet resigns if it loses confidence in the Lok Sabha. Importance in governance. Ensures smooth functioning of the parliamentary democracy. Bridges the gap between the executive and legislative branches. Actually, the union government is consisting of three different branches that starts with executive and legislative and judiciary branches. So it was discussed already in the introduction to Constitution of India. So in that here this union government have a bridges, that is there should not be any gap between these branches. So that's what discussed here in the second point. And then going to the third point, responsible for the development and welfare of the nation. And as a conclusion, the PM and Cabinet are central to India's governance. PM and Cabinet are central to the India's governance. Their decisions shape the future of the nation. Understanding their roles enhance civic awareness. So here in this video we have discussed about the Prime Minister and Cabinet Ministers' roles and their responsibilities and how they are elected. So those points are discussed in this video. And coming to the assessment part of this PPT. So here starting with first assessment, who assists the Cabinet Ministers in their duties. So they are assisted by Minister of State. Who is the head of the government in India? So that is defaultly Prime Minister. Prime Minister is the head of the government in India. Who appoints the Prime Minister of India? Prime Minister of India is appointed by the President of India. President of India appoints the Prime Minister of India. So that's all about the assessment session of the topic Prime Minister and Cabinet Ministers. So here are some references. So the Constitution of India by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Introduction to Constitution of India by D.D. Basu are the best books based on this topic. And the websites like National Portal of India and constitutionofindia.net are the best websites to refer this topic. Thank you all.